Yes, Wilder. I think it's the end. I think it's the end. Me and you, Kyle, we shared. I think you were in Ireland on the Friday, weren't you, John?
Yeah.
But me and Kyle shared a message that day, and it said we both saw it in the weigh-in when he just come on stage, done his weigh-in, and he said, "Oh, this could be the end for me. You know, I mean, if this don't go well tomorrow night, that could be it for me. But I'm confident." And it's like, you're
So
talking like a
submissive.
defeated man. He was a defeated man there and then. And when he got in the ring, fucking hell, that 70 pounds showed, didn't it? Jesus Christ. Zhang looked like a monster in front of him. And I thought he looked scared, Wilder. I thought he looked really scared.
Bad knockout, wasn't it?
It was a bad knockout. He had one little bit of success in there, Wilder. It weren't even success, really. It was just a time when he threw his hands, and Zhang took it well, though. So, yeah, Zhang was just on top of him the whole time. He didn't leave the ropes. Yeah, ultimately, I thought he looked scared, and I thought he just knew this is way too much for me now. Yeah, it's a combination for me of Malik Scott not helping
Would you
this
reckon
man.
That Malik Scott thing then?
No offense to if I doubt he's listening, but you know, I mean, it's no offense to Malik Scott. It's just not the right partnership. It's the same, like in the same way that Malik Scott's not right for Wilder. Shane McGuigan clearly weren't right for Dubois, but Shane McGuigan's a phenomenal trainer. But Malik Scott has just unfortunately taken him from bad to worse. Combined with that, he's now fighting people at a higher level than he used to fight. You can't deny that Wilder now is facing people elite and losing. Whereas he thought his toughest fight was Luis Ortiz back in the day. I mean, you put Fury or Zhang or Joshua against all them opponents that Wilder faced, they would have all won them convincingly as well. So he's facing good people now, and he's getting beat. He's still got the punch power. Well, he may not have the punch power now, but I mean, he's still got his attributes that won him all them fights, but he's not able to unload them because the people he's up against know what to expect now. They know how to move away from that right hand. They know how to come in with a game plan to stop him doing what he's had his most success on. So, yeah, I think it's time's time. But he's done great, hasn't he? Ben Davison, I'm waffling now, but Ben Davison come in at the end and said a lovely speech on Wilder, said he got in it for his daughter and the balls he's shown his whole career. He's certainly had loads of heart his whole career. So he's done it, man. He's achieved everything a man could ever achieve. So fair play to him. I hope he walks off into the sunset. Johnny B.
Yeah, so what I want to look at now is I think we've got to look at Deontay Wilder and just say, so what is Deontay Wilder's legacy in boxing? It's great why he got into boxing for his daughter, but when you look at it in the light of day, and I think we've all been massively fooled, like me included, like back in the day when we used to do Love Boxing TV, we used to both say, the geezer can't fight, he can't box, he's just a one-trick pony, but it's a hell of a trick that he does have. But when you actually look at it in the light of day, you've just said it, whenever he's actually come up against anyone that can fucking fight, he gets knocked out or he gets beat. As I say, he's lost 4 fights now. He's been stopped 3 times. And the word on the street is, in the third fight against Tyson Fury, that took a lot out of him, that fight. And you think, okay, that's a nice soundbite. But then when you really look at it, up until the Tyson Fury fight, he hadn't really fought anyone. Like even the best fighter that he fought was Luis Ortiz, who was about 40 years of age, right? He was an old fighter, like when he fought him back then, and he could have lost that the first fight, and he had some like tough moments in the second fight as well. He literally lost every round other than when he stopped him. Do you know what I mean? So it's like he's not really fought anyone. So it's just like bomb squad, and as you say, I think I picked Zhang and I flip flop to Wilder. I picked Joe Parker and I flip flop to Wilder. So Muggins here. Both times I've flip-flopped to Wilder because he comes in like bomb squad and you think that punch that he's got. But when you see him knocking out your Helenius, when you see him knocking out Dominique Brazil and Stavern and all that, you're thinking, well, he's knocking these guys out so easily, you just think it translates. But as you say, when you're fighting a guy that's keeping his eye on your right hand and they're moving themselves around to keep away from it, they're slipping shots. If you looked at Zhang, just pushed him back. Geezer can't fight off the back foot. Same as what Tyson Fury done. Same as Joseph Parker, kept pushing him back. So in terms of a legacy, I think it's all been a big con. So I ain't going to sit here and be all fucking cupcakes and rainbows about the Wilder fucking career. I think it's all been a con. And I even think that Tyson Fury and the Fury camp knew all that and all. And this, we beat the hardest shit. Yeah, no, it's true. Because they also sold that narrative to everyone. I still rate Tyson Fury. To me, he's an elite heavyweight. I think for what he does in the ring, regardless of you can cherry pick resumes of a lot of people, but I know what I see with Tyson Fury. I don't see shit with Wilder other than one punch. If you fight someone that's good, that takes that punch away from him, he's a bang average fighter that's been fucking lucky and marketed well his whole career.
Boom!
And that's that. Make me fucking flip-flop.
Smoke from Johnny B. Johnny B's not giving him his credit.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Do you know what? I was going through our Insta page, right? When this first fight got announced the first time, all three of us have gone, that's fucking terrible for Wilder. Zhang sends him into the shadow realm. He gets battered and all that. So I don't know why me and you flip-flop there, John. Fuck knows. Maybe.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that Fury fight. I've heard a few people say that third Fury fight took it out of him, finished him off. I'm not having that. He got battered from Billy. I'm not. But we could say that about a million people, mate. We could say that about Mike Tyson against Buster Douglas. You could say that about AJ against Ruiz. AJ come back and then lost to Usyk. You could say 100%. That about AJ.
Lennox
you
Lewis
could say that about Daniel Dubois.
Twice.
Daniel Dubois got smashed up by Joe Joyce, and then he got smashed up by Usyk. We're not saying that about Dubois, so I'm not having that. He had easy fights his whole career.
Good point.
And then he had that one, two tough fights with Fury, and now we've all got to say, Fury took the life out of him. Nah, I'm not having that.
And even the fight against Fury, the first fight that was a draw, Fury was fucking 28 stone about 9 months before that fight.
He cherry-picked.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can be a certain weight, right? And people think, he's that weight, he's that. But he had no muscle on him, no strength to him, Fury, in that first fight. And it's miraculous he even got a fucking draw in that fight. Like, I think any other fighter would have probably beat Fury that day on that night. But Wilder, he got a draw with it. So I don't rate him. I don't rate his career. I mean, I'll hand on heart, the geezer's an absolute fucking warrior. Some of the fights he's had, he's got up against Fury and that. Warrior, but good fighter, no, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with both of you there. I mean, look, talking about the Luis Ortiz fights, he was losing them both pretty convincingly. But, as you say, the heart, if I'm going to remember, you're asking me what his legacy is his heart. That's what his legacy is.
I agree.
And the Fury fights, you're going to be remembered for the Fury trilogy. But if you're going to talk about him as a fighter, Deontay Wilder, the fighter, he's a fighter that fights with one shot and he's got a big heart. And, you got to give it to him. As you say, he's done all that for his kids. He's got 7 kids now. And just quit now. Just talk about him trying to fight Francis Ngannou in a cage and all that. No, I want to see that.
Yeah, but I'll do this for my kids. I'll go out in the cab for my kids. I ain't got a fucking statue out there.
I know,
you know what I mean?
Statue.
Like, let's just stop with this fucking Deontay Wilder, hardest hitter and statue. Stop that shit.
You've got to hand it to his management team, though. Shelley Finkel.
Yeah.
They used a...
Get a statue
Genius.
of
I know, they've got a statue.
in Alabama then.
But, I wonder if anyone's defacing that statue this morning. What I'm trying to say is Shelley Finkel, they used the whole Anthony Joshua undisputed thing. They rode that like a fucking cowboy on top of a fucking horse in a Western. And they just rode it and built his name off the back of Anthony Joshua without actually fighting him and built this massive career. And you're right out of fuck all. Nothing to hang your hat on. And he's made multi-millions of pounds. Good luck to Deontay Wilder. I think it's given us some exciting nights, but don't want to ever see him in a ring again.
Nah.
No chance.
But I agreed in the press conference, or it was the weigh-in. When they was doing the face-to-face in the weigh-in, I was like looking at him and he was like doing like all the menacing eyes and that. And then when they said like look away, I felt like he couldn't wait to look away, as in like, got that out of the way. Like I felt like that, I don't know, that belief. As you say, we see it with Teofimo Lopez. Have I still got it? Say Dubois, was he going into fights thinking, am I this guy? These guys are warriors, but don't tell me they don't have that little voice in the back of their head. Am I that guy? The double question themselves going into situations.
He was there for a paycheck.
Maybe he just realised you ain't that guy.
He was there for a paycheck, when let's be honest. Let's be totally honest.
Funny thing was when, another thing, big up Spencer Fearon, man. He's been putting out some good content recently. And, he goes, look at this foolishness. And you know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? Dodging the thing and then he's doing a 360 turn and then getting out of the way. And they
That's
done
what
a
I
little
mean.
meme
He's
with
doing
him.
that with Malik Scott. Like, could you imagine fucking Teddy Atlas saying to Mike Tyson, right, do that little
Spin
pirouette.
around.
Yeah, do that little pirouette spin around. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know about Malik
But
Scott.
you know what?
man.
Just quickly, let me just say this as well. Just quickly, when you had Mark Breland in your corner, right?
Bad
Someone who
mistake.
actually gave a fuck about you,
Yeah.
like stopping fights. We just said it earlier, saving fighters for another day, right? That geezer had your back in the corner. Then all of a sudden, you just got, in my opinion, I don't know. Malik Scott is not a good trainer, in my opinion. I just think you've got someone in who's a bit of a yes man. He's getting his 10% of all of your money. And you should have stuck with Mark Breland, mate.
Yep.
Someone actually knew what he was doing. Actually, fucking
Malik Scott, though.
Yeah.
Fucking what a life he's lived the last couple of years. He's
Wow.
with Katie Abdo.
Katie
He's with Katie Abdo, and he's fucking taking 10% of Deontay Wilder's purses. Not bad,
Not bad,
is it?
Yeah, not bad at all.
Big up
Um,
Malik.
Just finish it off. I'll just say I'm giving him his dues because of what he's done. He's more of a man than me, like stepping in that ring, do you know what I mean? And doing what he's done in terms of fighting it out.
I could go in there and get knocked out by Zhang, though. Do you know what I mean? I could go.
No, but he was a world champion. I know it was against Steve Earn, but
No, I don't
he
buy it.
he got
Don't
into
buy
the
it.
ring all them times. I'm giving him his credit for that. Do you know what I mean? And he got up against Fury all them times. Like you say, he did have massive heart. And you got to give him some credit. But I totally agree with everything you said, John. I do totally agree. And I think Shelley Finkel's a fucking genius. I made a video on it and I said he is a fucking genius, that Shelley Finkel, man, because
Yeah, mate.
he pulled him. He did. Sorry, and I'm just giving
Yeah,
his
but see,
credit.
the
But
thing is-
listen, he did pull him out. He pulled him out of the old Klitschko fight. He avoided that because he said he weren't ready.
Well, can I say
Yeah.
so? You see, you call that a genius. As a paying fan, I call that fuckery. Because now we've got Turkey Al Sheikh on the scene. That's a fucking genius. Because now we're going to see the best
Yeah,
fight
but
the
it's-
best. And this is what I'm a fan of.
It's a different type
I'm
of
not
genius.
a fan of fuckery, padded record, built up, bomb squad, when actually you're not that guy. When everyone in the casuals are thinking, oh my God, he's that guy. But really, are you a genius? Or is it a bit of...
No, it's complete fuckery. You're right, but it's a different type of genius because Turkey Al Sheikh's a genius because he's got all the money in the world and he could say, I want this, this, and this. That's great. But Shelley Finkel started with a blank canvas on Wilder and turned him into a he's probably earned nearly 100 mil.
By bullshit,
by
bullshitting
bullshitting the fans. But the aim of the game in boxing, man, if you're in boxing, you're in there to earn money, whether you're a manager or a trainer or whether you're a fighter, and they achieved that. So you got to give Shelley his credit there, even though it fucked
but
us
look at
over
all the-
watching.
Yeah, and yeah.
It wasn't
alright,
just
yeah.
that, though. He did come up with some spectacular knockouts. Fucking hell. Let's not say it's been all just, the Luis Ortiz knockout
Yeah.
when he's losing 8-0.
Yeah.
Fucking straight right down the pipe. Fucking iced him. Dominic Brazil. He got pinged in that fight against Dominic Brazil with his big carpets fucking dangling around everywhere. Pinged him in the first round and knocked out a 300-pound man. Ice cold. So there was some spectacular moments as well
Alright.
with Deontay Wilder.
How about the knockout of Malik Scott?
Oh, yeah.
The phantom shot. no, but you know what? No, you're right. A lot of these guys that he has fought, right? I said it, Dominic Brazil, the Hellenius and all that. I just
That
say,
Hellenius one was
Dillian
dodgy,
White,
man.
Dillian White went,
Yeah,
Oh, I've
I
looked
agree.
at that fucking a
I
few
agree.
times, mate.
I
How can
agree.
you look like you've been shot with a fucking AK-47?
Mate, you look like a
grazed on the
fucking
chin.
zombie.
sniper took
It's
him
his
out.
old sparring partners. Anyway.
All right, what are we saying about...
Oh, right, hold on. Let's go deeper.
Yeah.
Let's just leave that there.
So, and he,
Yeah.
Anyway, well done, Wilder. I think you talked some shit
Well done,
throughout
Wilder.
your career. I got to be honest, and I think you did dodge a few fights, and you were certainly promoted well. But go off into the sunset. Well done. You earned your money. Well done. Congratulations. So
Well done,
yeah,
Shelley.
well done, Shelley. Right, what were we saying about Zhang?
Well, who would you rather fight if you're AJ?
I want
Zhang
the
or
dubious
Dubois?
fight. I think the
No, but who would
dubious
you
has
rather
earned
fight
it.
if you was AJ?
I'd rather fight Zhang. I don't know. That's a
Don't know.
fucking good
It's
question.
turned, it's
That's
turned
a
into
good
such
question.
a good question, man. I love both,
Full of
but
them.
I'm thinking if I'm AJ, probably Dubois. Probably Dubois, just because he knows he can be a lot more vulnerable than Zhang. Even though Zhang
Easier to
gasses,
hit, maybe?
yeah. For me, I'm thinking Dubois. I don't know. AJ's not
Dubois
looking at it
got
from
a better
a.
gas tank, I think. I think Dubois got a better gas tank. I think AJ would rather fight Zhang if he had the choice. Just because AJ's good enough to avoid the big shots for at least half the fight and drag him into deep waters.
Yeah, but then again,
I think you're not going to get that with Dubois. Dubois,
if AJ gets hit, if AJ gets hit by Dubois, you think he can still come. If he gets hit by Zhang,